Well, seeing as the roof is missing from the boiler room now, it's time to put one back on. Well, only to stop this area in here pooling up with water. I mean, it's a concrete floor. If water soaks into the walls again, which I don't want to happen, it'll just make drying out even harder. So I'm going to put a little triangle up there with a couple of bits of wood, and then from the apex, a piece down to here and a piece down to there, with a piece going across there. So it's just a very, very shallow wedge. And I'll put a tarpaulin over the top of it and probably some bits of metal to hold the wood onto the stonework so that the whole lot doesn't just blow off. It's going to be really rough and ready, but it's only to stop the water coming in. And I'm a bit warm, so I'm going to lose a layer and see you again in a second. Okay, so it has some weight to it. That's a good thing, but a good gust of wind will take it away. So how to fix it to the wall? How to keep it down? Conveniently, I have some spare bits of wood. So if I attach that to the cross member and then straight through into the blockwork, that'll stop it lifting. Probably. Being a lazy person, there are some roll plugs in here from for goodness knows what, and I'm thinking I'm going to reuse those. So I'll just cut a piece of wood there and a piece of wood there out of my scrap wood pile that's long enough to attach to the corner here down to the two roll plugs. I reckon that should do. Same thing, there's one roll plug here, so just a long piece down there, and that'll stop that lifting off. What have we got up this end? I think I will put a couple of blocks just on here to stop this end going that way, because it certainly isn't going any further that way. So if I stop it going this way, it's held in position on the surface of the lid. The only thing that I'm worried about is if it just lifts off. Since I'm not sponsored by Own Our Way, I'm not going to mention the brand. Now it's lucky that there's no wind, so putting this up hopefully isn't going to be as much of a challenge as it could be. I think this tarpaulin may be bigger than it's specified as. Now the tarpaulin has got these eyelets on. So for the frame that's against the wall, I'm going to try and screw those in and keep it nice and tight against the frame, which means that I can then pull it tight this way and hopefully pull the tarpaulin underneath the window so that there's a chute off. What I don't want is the water to be sitting in there and creating weight. Let's see what happens. Oh, come and have a look inside, see what I've done. So the tarpaulin does cover everything. There's a bit of a dip here though, which I have a bad feeling might get filled up with water, and possibly on the sides as well. But the framework works okay. So that's all very simple. This lash up string here is just to pull that central rib tight around the piece of wood which is on the end of the framework. That's what's going to hopefully stop this dipping quite so badly with a bit of luck, but we'll just have to see what happens. There's no really big winds forecast for the next few days, so we'll just have to wait until my next visit to see what's happened. By that time, the tarpaulin could be off and running down the road. Anyway, if you've liked this nonsense, please click a thumbs up, please subscribe. Leave a comment, tell me what I did wrong, because there will be a lot that I did wrong. Anyway, see you soon. Just to get a little ahead of ourselves, this is what the whole structure looked like about 3 weeks later after the next storm. Hey ho.